Hello folks, this is Anime Brian returning with AM2R, Part 5, the finale. As you can plainly see by the timer in the lower left corner of the map, I'm just clocked in barely over 3 hours, despite 4 different parts at 4 hours. So the way hopefully this will pan out is that I managed to beat this game, or maybe get a finish time, or at least this last save point in under 4 hours. And without further ado, time to finish this shit. Let's see if I can remember where these items are. One's a little bit ahead. Okay, I remember how this works. Here we go. Nope, nailed that one. That's basically putting me at 99. The only thing that's left is get the Super Missile expansion or tank from Omega Metroid, the first one. Damn it. I wanted to take advantage of that. Come on, don't be difficult. I'm coming, Omega. And I've got some super missiles with your name on. Omega Metroid, the apex predator of SR-388. The Omega Metroid exhibits devastating strength. An impact from its claws can severely cripple or kill large animals, while the most heavily armored prey are flung through the air. Despite its towering figure, it can leap and use its weight as a weapon. Glands in the mouth ignite saliva, turning it into an organic flamethrower. Its membrane has greatly thickened. Maximum firepower is strongly recommended. This is the final stage in the Metroid's life cycle, and very few manage to reach it. Its size is a result of prior forms' muscles rapidly expanding to massive proportions. By the way, for the record, that's not the final stage. The Metroid Queen is the final stage. Either way, time to kill this motherfucker. Assuming he doesn't cheeseball my ass. You son of a bitch. That's enough of that nonsense. Shit. Damn it. Got him. That was easy. If you can get all your super missiles landing consistently, that is. And got my last item. Rescue Team. The search and rescue team was an elite combat group consisting of heavily armed soldiers. Their mission, locate and extract any surviving personnel from the missing research team. There are no survivors among their search and rescue team. Yep, everyone's gone. Oh, we get rid of this. Too many blocks in the room. Get a save point to recharge. Time to start working my way up. Clumsy as hell freaking maze. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That cuts me a shortcut through there. Huh, I thought something might have popped up. I guess not yet. Now it's there. The nest. This area is infested with thick, globe-like masses composed mostly of crystallized carbohydrates. Those have yet to harden are consistently moved by the airflow created from the slightest motion of nearby creatures. Only the most adaptable life forms can thrive in this ecosystem. In other words, this place is nasty as fuck. Now, there's 3 more Omegas to hunt down. There it is. funny thing I wanted to show off first is that if you try to approach him from above, he can't see you. Like, he knows you're up there. Turn off, and he looks at you. You just had to come back immediately, didn't you? Nailed him. So what was that, 7 super missiles? Assuming if I didn't miss? No, I wasn't really... I was too busy focused on accuracy to count. I think it takes like 7 super missiles though. 6 or 7. And that's if you can well time the damn things. Alright, next. Luckily, these little bastards are generous enough to give me a few refills. Always want to make sure you get that freebie shot. Shit. You sneaky fucker. Come on, just walk away. Take that, bitch. I missed like what? 2 times? 13 minus 5, what is it, 8? 2 missed. Yeah, so it's about 6. It takes about 6 super missiles to take him down. And obviously I don't have enough for the next one. But that's okay, as I plan on stopping by a save point anyway. The reason why I saved this guy for last, even though he was the closest, is because the path that moves forward is right here. Hence why it's better just to save this guy for last. No, just keep walking. What are you doing? Can't believe you're still alive. Fuck. Guess I was getting a little too antsy about it. But then again, can you really blame me? Either way, the deed's done. He's done. Won't matter because save point will just refill everything anyway. How am I doing on time? Yeah, I should definitely be able to beat this in under 4 hours. Yeah, finally made it to the Blue Caverns. Yeah, man, nice waterfall effects. And you gotta love how like the sound is actually loud when you're near it, and then it gets more fainter when you get away from it. Too bad you can't climb up them, but you can fall down them, which is I think is bullshit. Here we go. Now you gotta admit, this is one awesome looking sight. The final save point. In under 3.5. Very nice. In fact, I got enough room to show this off. This area. And this, of course, leads to the hydro plant. And if you tried to come in here sooner, there's a rock thing that blocks your path. On this side, right about here. I also wanted to point out something that's a little strange. Anyone ever notice that this rock face right here resembles a face? How that spot's an eye, that spot's an eye, and the stone in the middle is a nose? And not only that, but there's another eye right here, and there's another one underneath me right here. Strange. But this one is the one that almost looks like a damn face. That's creepy. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, the egg. Ooh. There he is. Freeze, bitch. Genetics laboratory. Suspended above an abandoned city are the remains of a laboratory. Scanners confirmed there was extremely sophisticated equipment to be found, along with scientific data of incalculable magnitude. Only stasis tanks are left. Organic traces within suggest genetic research and DNA manipulation. Biogenic substances of an unknown age coat the laboratory's walls. In other words, there's a good chance that the Metroids may have actually been a synthetic creature, meaning they were made in the laboratory. Shit. Okay, no biggie. And 2 more to go. That takes care of them. Alrighty then, time to take down the Queen. Come on, get off the damn spikes. Metroid Queen, the only Metroid organism naturally capable of producing offspring. The Queen is the heart of the species and mother of every Metroid born on SR388. Her role in the hive has hindered her mobility, yet encouraged the development of a long neck and a massive head to strike at a distance. Her cell structure indicates she is heavily aged, possibly as old as the lab she is settled in. The years have reinforced her torso to impenetrable levels. The Queen's genetic coding is distinct from the other Metroids, and she may have gone through a unique life cycle to attain her form, or genetic modification. Yeah, I'm being pretty sloppy about it. bitch. That's what you get. Just back the fuck off. Shit. Wow, she almost killed me. Come, my young Padawan, show me the way to freedom. What are you doing? It's like you were messing with me. See? Now the one thing that most people don't recognize is that every time you come up to the surface at later points in the game, it would gradually turn from day to evening to night. If you notice, when I gone to the rescue ship that was on the surface, it was already afternoon. And by the time you escape the planet after beating the queen, it's nighttime. And I gotta admit, it does look pretty sweet. Wow, I wasn't expecting this part to be so short. But then again, I did kind of haul ass though. Nice. Go, flying bike helmet! Definitely a great game. I don't care what Nintendo says. They can quit their bitching. They should have did this first. But nope, because they slacked off and they can't get with the times. Some fan had to do it for them. But yes, definitely an awesome remake. I wish all fan remakes were like this. Nice to know that I actually beat my old time too. I'm not sure by how much, but we'll see out here pretty soon. In memory of Satoru Iwata. Indeed. May you rest in peace, Iwata. You brought us many great games. Clear time. 3 hours, 34 minutes. Item collection, 100%. Nice. Just barely above 3.5 hours. That is awesome. Way faster than my previous time. Oh, hell yeah. Well, he's got the helmet off. That's the first time I've seen that part of the ending.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Nice. It even sounds better than what the Super Metroid one was. With that damn computerized voice and shit. And my final save, 3 hours 24 minutes at the final save point. Definitely beats my last one. I take it there's more. I guess it may be hard mode exclusives, because this is the ending I'm used to. And now I got this one. I imagine there's a better one. I don't know, maybe if I have to beat it under... Yeah, I can see like the edge of a black thing in the corner. There's at least a third one, if not a fourth one. It might be exclusive to hard mode, though. That's okay. I might play hard mode sometime in the future on my own. And with that, I call it a do. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. Hey, look at that. It doesn't want to go away. I do plan on doing other Let's Plays here in the future. I'm still doing things with Super RMN World 2 Yoshi's Archipelago. I've already submitted... Well, actually, my final level is done. I just can't submit yet due to certain problems. But once that works out, I don't have to do anything more with the project until I'm told to revise my levels, which I imagine will happen. One thing I was planning on doing here pretty soon is Solitaire, one of the developers who's working with the project. He was running another RMN community series for Super Mario Bros. X called Mario's Mansion, which is basically a spin-off of Luigi's Mansion. And the way it works is it's Halloween themed. So he'll do this like every October or every 1 or 2 years. I don't know if he's done it every year. I think because there's only 4 of them. I imagine he does it like maybe once every 1 or 2 years during around Halloween. He'll run this event where people can submit a ghost house level, and all these ghost house levels will be compiled into a game. And it's kind of like, it's supposed to have like a Resident Evil like feel where you basically go into a mansion, and the mansion is split off into different levels. So like each level is like a different part of the mansion. But yeah, it's a nifty concept, and I'm starting to do my very first Super Mario Bros. X level building with Yoshi's Archipelago. And then I kind of volunteered that, while we're waiting for development to finish on this one, all we gotta make is one level. It's not like we have to make a bunch of levels. So I was planning to get in on that. One thing I also wanted to do when I got some free time is I was actually thinking about making a Metroid-themed Super Mario Bros. X game. Obviously inspired by this game. But there are Metroid themes built into Super Mario Bros. X, just not a whole lot. Well, there's a lot of graphic resources out there that incorporate like a bunch of like Metroid-themed sprites and stuff, and you can pretty much copy most of the gimmicks and abilities, like the ice beam, obviously. Depending on which character you resprite, you can basically resprite someone to Samus and try to mimic as many of her abilities as possible within Super Mario Bros. X. Now, I was thinking about looking forward to getting into that as well. I also want to mention that coming October, while Solitaire might be running Mario's Mansion 5, I plan on doing my own Halloween-themed Let's Plays here. I plan on playing Mario's Mansion 1 through 4. I'm actually going to Let's Play all 4 of them. And I plan on doing some horror RPGs too. The kind you probably seen like Markiplier play. The Witch's House, Blank Dream. There's one called Creepypasta Land. I don't know if he's did that one yet. But yeah, there's a bunch of horror RPGs and Mario's Mansion games I would like to let's play toward the end of October. I wanted to do this last year, but I was sidetracked by RPG Maker MV, and well, RPG Maker MV just I'm kind of like on an indefinite hiatus on that because the plugin incompatibility bullshit is what really throws me off that damn thing. And I really just I'm sick of it. It's the way it's working. I mean, I have the utmost respect for Yamfly and his plugins. It's just that though, like he won't cater his plugins to he won't cater them to other plugin writers, which basically means if there's a plugin incompatibility problem, he won't bend his plugins to work with them. It has to be the other way around. Usually most people would actually do this is they cater their plugins to work with Yamfly's plugins to be as compatible as possible, but everything's not perfect. And so yeah, it's like I'm still waiting for a couple other ones, like one user on Super RPG Maker. Wait, what am I saying? RPG Maker Web. I keep forgetting what it's officially called, but on there, that's basically the main site for RPG makers and stuff. This user DreamX has decided to do a random dungeon generator based off another one made by this one user who makes a lot of them in the past. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who made the one for VX Ace, Sanshiro. And like it was a pretty popular dungeon generator, but the problem is that he doesn't provide support for the new one. He just kind of made it and he just kind of left it as is. And DreamX was planning on reworking onto it and make it more customizable and all this other stuff. But then he turned around and basically said, I'm going to go ahead and just make my own. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. Because Santro's version had a lot of problems with it. And he doesn't want to support it, which means it's basically just a broken version. So yeah, I'm basically on permanent hiatus from that stuff until, I don't know, script compatibility becomes more user-friendly. And because they have the diagnostic tool built into to MV, which kind of like, if you ever have a problem with it or you need developer tools to mess around with stuff, you can look in through it. And it's supposed to give you like plugin errors too in case plugins don't get along too well. Well, it's a piece of crap because I've had one plugin cause incompatibility problems, yet it never popped up in the development toolkit thing that shows you all the errors. So yeah, it's things like that. I just said, nah, fuck RPG Maker. If it's that much of a pain in the ass to work with, it's not worth my time. Which means now I can focus more on Let's Plays and maybe working with Super Mario Bros. X. Anyway, I rambled on long enough about that. But yeah, I plan on doing other Let's Plays. A lot of them are Super Mario Bros. X themed. Another Super Mario Bros. X series that caught my eye, which I'll probably do after the Super Talking Time Brothers and Super RMN World 2 once it's finished. Another one is called Sarasa Land, and there's two of them. There's a 1 and a 2. I'm been fooling around with the first one, probably getting about, I think, to like the 3rd or 4th world. And I have to admit, it's a very interesting series, and I was like, well, hell yeah, I'm going to do a Let's Play of this too. After some point, I will probably get tired of doing Super Mario Bros. X games, and once then, I want to move on to like other action platformers. 2 games I had in mind I'll be doing sometime in the future will be Hydra Castle Labyrinth. I know it's an old game, it's been around. And Castle in the Darkness. Something I've been really wanting to get my hands on for a Let's Play. I played that game and got pretty far up to like the Sorcerer's Quarters. And I found quite a few of the items that, make up 100%. But there was a lot for me to still do. And I ended up losing my file after an update was needed. So I had like a version 1.04 and I upgraded to like a 1.05. And certain bugs were fixed and all this other stuff. And I ended up losing my file over it. So I have to redo it. And that's, to me, that's just like, well, fuck it. I'll just do a Let's Play them. So I was kind of hoping I could have done a Let's Play to begin with, but I wasn't doing them at the time when I first started. So yeah, I'll be doing a Let's Play of that game pretty soon too. And I plan on doing Let's Plays of, some RPGs like Dragon Quest III. I was actually planning on doing a solo quest of that. and I might do that after I'm done with the Castle in the Darkness. But yeah, that's just my kind of a bucket list of upcoming Let's Plays. So far, I'll probably still be focusing mostly on Super Mario Bros. X, like Super Talking Time Brothers. I do plan on finishing that, because I only did one episode, and that's when I caught wind of RMN World 2 being worked on, and I was like, okay. And what I thought was just going to be 1 month before he wrapped it up together, like every other RMN event, it kind of gets dragged out for a few months, which, is not surprising. But yeah, sometime around here pretty soon, I think I will be continuing my Super Talking Time Brothers, because I'm not really busy at the moment with other things. Like I said, I've completed my last level. I just need to jump through some hoops to submit it. And until he plays all the levels and then gives us all the revisions we need to make, so until then, I'll just work on that. The only problem is, though, is I'm having trouble getting on the internet, because as you can plainly see here in the corner, I don't have internet at home. I go to a computer lab that's here in the apartments I live in, and that's what lets me get access to the internet so I can upload and download stuff. It's only open, though, when my manager is in her office, and she decided to take, apparently not 1 week, but 2 weeks off, doing other random stupid shit. As if Labor Day wasn't enough to get off, 3-day weekend there. No, she took the rest of the last week off to work somewhere else, and there's a sign on her door saying she's gone the rest of this week. So no internet for me, except for Tuesdays and Thursdays when someone else comes in and opens up the computer lab. Which hopefully by then I can work out my problem with my last level. Anyway, I rambled on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play, and hopefully you'll look forward to my future Let's Plays. And heck, if you guys have any requests, I take requests too. If you want to see a game that I can normally gain access to, like whether it's free or downloadable and stuff, or something on an emulator, I can do it. So if you guys have any requests, feel free to hit me up and I'll do them. But yeah, I hope you guys look forward to my future Let's Plays. Anyway, yeah, I rambled on long enough. So this is Anime Brian. Hopefully I'll see you on my next Let's Play, probably Super Talking Time Brothers. And peace out.